Aloha, I'm Council Vice Chair Kipukai Kualii, and with me we have...
Aloha, Bernard Carvalho, Council Member.
And we're both here today to give you a quick update, the roundup for our Wednesday, August 28th council meeting, our council meeting from yesterday. We did start our meeting with two certificates sponsored by Councilmember Bulasan. The first certificate was for the Kauai Concert Association, who is celebrating their 50 years.
50 years.
I was pretty surprised at all. It's been that long.
I know. It's like, oh gosh.
And they're a nonprofit organization, all volunteers. They seek donations. They put on and bring a lot of different performances, arts and music to Kauai. Classical music, jazz music, a lot of stuff that we wouldn't necessarily otherwise see. So coming right up, they're having a performing arts, a 50-year concert, kind of a fundraiser for their nonprofit, Saturday, September 7th at 7 p.m. at KCC. Wonderful organization. We're happy to recognize them.
Just in general, the music part of it.
Yeah,
we love music.
Music and the arts, so important to our people.
And it's all the age levels, that can come and really benefit from this awesome delivery, if you will.
And in my closing comments to it, said that music and arts play such a vital role in our lives, and a lot of our people don't necessarily have the means to travel afar to certain concerts or orchestra performances, symphonies, what have you. But when you bring some semblance of that to the people of Kauai, then everyone can enjoy that.
Homegrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other certificate was for Hanalei Elementary School. The PTA, the Parent Teacher Association, they're holding their second annual Hanalei School Golf Tournament. So recognizing them for the work that they do, the fundraising that they do to add to the school's programs.
And PTA, I've been involved in my past, and just bringing resources into the school that a lot of times they don't have the chance. So it's really working closely with all the parents and the teachers and all of,
community,
and bringing
donors,
different resources that maybe we cannot, or the schools cannot bring in.
Last year they raised $70,000, and the money they used to add to the school programming for things like PE, music. I think they do ukulele classes and some other classes there. The only other thing I think I noticed, so HanaleSchoolGolf.com is their website, HanaleSchoolGolf.com if you want to support them. And as a part of their activities that day at the golf course, they're having a ball drop at 3:30, and they wanted to thank Jack Horter, who's donating the ball drop. They're doing the helicopter for them. That's September 1st, so that's coming right
around the
up.
corner.
Those were our two certificates. Okay. And then we started with some communications. We had one that is mostly housekeeping usually, the disposal of various records. So our procurement person, Ernie, was there.
Barrera.
Ernie Barrera was there. I think I called him Barreto the other day. They have pretty stringent guidelines that they follow before they dispose of old records, 7 years and older. Chair did ask to pull out one set of records with the ag dedication files for 1971 to 2016 and 2007 to 2016, asking them not to dispose of those just yet.
And I think it's good, obviously the process that they come to the council, right, for this approval, and which the chair just said maybe on this one we should hold off, right?
Yep. And then the planning director came before us to ask for approval to apply for, receive, and expend a transient-oriented development capital improvement project grant funds of $300,000. I think there was some concern during the meeting because of the timing. The planning representative the deputy director was explaining how they basically submitted the application without the council's approval. So she was trying to make the deadline. It was tight. She was coming now to us for approval, and had we not approved it, then she would have pulled it back, she said. So chair and a few other council members were kind
Some
of
concerns,
upset by that.
but it's moving
saying,
forward, right?
Need to follow the process.
And it involved the Lihui Town Core Housing Feasibility
And
Study.
Councilmember Cowden was concerned about how the council needs to play
Yeah,
a bigger role in making the decisions ahead of time. But this is just for planning. So the monies, if they get the grant, will be to initiate the planning of transient development here in the
Within
Rice,
the Lihui
Rice
Town
Street area, the Lihui Town Core. They've done a study already specifically for the convention hall area, but now this will be all along Rice Street for potential
And it all ties
housing.
back to the Rice Street, you know.
And
walkable,
everyone can
bikeable.
participate in the planning process.
Everybody
They're
can
just
participate.
initiating,
That's a good
including
part.
council members.
Okay.
Okay, what else? There was a couple of other easements and dedication deeds. There were two having to deal with Hawiki Road and the Association of Apartment Owners of Kulana. So both of them, Hawiki Road, and the chair asked for us to end up defer this pending more in-depth briefing from the administration. So we deferred it to our planning committee, I think in a month, and there'll be a more in-depth briefing on that.
I also wanted to bring to the forefront, Councilmember, the Lima Ola Family Senior Housing Project.
Oh, yes.
That, you know, it's part of the Lima Ola project, and you folks know that. But this one was just to bring to the forefront the senior housing part of it and bringing it forward.
Yeah, and it's moving along there in LA because I think I saw something. There's a blessing coming up in a couple of weeks, so that's pretty cool. Excited about that. And then we had the usual few claims, minutes from our committee meetings. And then the last two items was the bills for first reading. So the first one was Bill 2931, and this bill, I think of it sort of as a housekeeping bill, because basically what it's doing is it's putting the process in place so that the county can collect its share of the surcharges that is currently being added to fines. So the state established the surcharge. I think the officer there told us it's $200 per ticket.
Per ticket,
and 50% of that, so $100 would come to the county. So it's been building up in an account, and in order for us to access that money and start spending it on some of our traffic programs, in order for KPD to do that, to deal with illegal parking, stopping, or standing on any of the roads, we needed to work on this, pass this bill so that they can establish that process. So that was 2931. And then 2932, surprisingly, we had a lot of discussion on this.
Heavy discussion.
Yeah, and all this one is a bill to add to the list of exceptional trees. So currently, Kauai County has a list of 23 exceptional trees. It's curious, I want to see where they all are. This one, the 24th tree, which, you know, once the bill is passed and signed by the mayor, is coming from the Sun Village. Their association there has put in, Paul Palmer was the lead of that, and he came before us. But they put in their application for this exceptional tree. And it's basically one of those giant, what was it? Monkey pod. Giant monkey pod tree right in front of Sun Village. Their only one.
Yes, the only one.
You know, many, many years old. It's covering their roundabout turn frontage area. So not necessarily their parking lot or anything like that. I don't know. Just some of the discussion was around
the trees.
You know, what's so special about a monkey pod tree?
Monkey pod fronting
they're all over
building.
the place, and we have a couple of them in front of the council building.
But for this particular one, this is a great delivery on this.
I mean, just respecting the community and what they're asking for. So, it was passed unanimously on first reading. I don't see any problems going forward. The one thing I did want to tell the public is that. If you're a property owner or your community association, anyone who wants to add to the list of the exceptional trees, the process is open to everyone. You
Yep.
can go to kauai.gov and there's an application process there.
Monkey
Yeah.
pot, right?
Monkey pod.
Whatever.
I mean,
no, we're just saying for now, but that
they
was
have
one of
a list of criteria
Right,
of
right.
what makes an exceptional tree, but
And I also wanted
apply.
to mention the Hawaii Food Bank.
yes, please.
Just to mahalo them, the Hawaii Food Bank, for all they do, and they came to the table as well to present to all of us some of the great things that they're doing overall. So I just wanted to make sure we recognize the Hawaii Food Bank.
Yeah, we were actually done before lunch, which
Yep.
is unusual, but it was
Unusual.
one of our quicker meetings, but we still did cover a lot of ground, and
Oh, very
we're
much.
happy to share that with you today, and we're really grateful to Oike and Roger and everyone here that makes it possible, and thanks Councilmember Carvalho, who is sitting in for Chair Raposo today because he had another conflict.
Right.
So,
And mahalo to all of you for tuning in, and mahalo again to Ho'ike
yeah, aloha.
and Vice Chair Kualii. Aloha.